how's it going? Molly, why'd you tell me they were there, Molly? Come on. Well, welcome to episode 48, I believe. Let me double check my notes. Yes, 48. We're here for episode 48. Before we begin, no, you know what? We're just gonna begin. So, before we start everything, let's do the Wayne's World Extreme close-up, right, Molly? Molly wants that. Nice, get the cutout one and nice. Now give me one. Whoa, yeah, nice. Let's go. That's how we're gonna do it. So first things first, we're gonna start off with the football picks right away. So let them know. Hit the music, Lone Dot. Good job, Emil. Good job, Mom. Good job. All right, on Thursday night. Ooh, we're gonna get to the records later on. But for Thursday night, week 17, Thursday, we have the New York Jets versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, wow, they've been winning with Joe Flacco. Ever since they pulled him out, they've been killing. And it looks like I picked Cleveland Browns on Thursday night. Then on Saturday, we have one game on Saturday. This would be New Year's, the day before New Year's Eve, so the 30th. We have the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. I'm going to have to go with Dallas on that one. That's going to be a good game. I'm going with Dallas. They have to bounce back. Then, all the rest of the games are on Sunday. They're on their own games on Monday because Monday is New Year's Day. So, on Sunday morning, you have the San Francisco 49ers versus the Washington Commanders. We're going to go with the 49ers on that one. They need a bounce back win. Then you have my Vegas Raiders, who got a big win in KC this last weekend. Let's go! Man, it was so hype for school. Right, Molly? Weren't you hyped? She was hyped. She knows she was hyped. But my Raiders are still in playoff contention somehow, some way, and we're playing the Indianapolis Colts. So, it's in Indy, it's on the hat, it's right there in the bed. Molly even chooses the Raiders too, right? Yeah, I hope she did. Yeah, she chooses the Raiders. She's a black and silver doggy. So we're going to ride with the Raiders now and see if we can get at 8-8, get at 500, keep our playoffs hope alive. Then you have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going with the Eagles on that one. They're at home. Then you have the Miami Dolphins versus the Baltimore Ravens. That's going to be a great game. I believe that's like a battle for first place in the AFC. I'm going to have to go with Baltimore. Baltimore has been balling lately. Man, like they handle business when they need to. Then you have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Chicago Bears. That's a tough one. But I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons on that one. Man, every time I pick the Falcons, they don't win. But let's see if they do it this time. Then we have the Carolina Panthers versus the struggling Jacksonville Jaguars. Ever since Trevor Lawrence hurt his ankle, it hasn't really been the same. But I believe they'll bounce back this week and they'll get that win. Then you have the New England Patriots, who got a surprise win last week versus the Buffalo Bills. I'm going with Buffalo on that one. Then you have the LA Rams, who also are on a hot streak right now, fighting for playoffs. They're at 8-7 versus the New York Giants in New York. But I have to go with the LA Rams on that one. Then you have the New Orleans Saints versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield, he's been catching his groove lately. I have to go with Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay on that one. They have the Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. It's going to be a little tough one. I think Texans are fighting for a playoff spot. I'm going to go with Houston on that one, right? Yes, I picked Houston, so I have to look at both pages to see what I did. Then we're going with Houston on that one. Then you have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams are 8-7, fighting for a playoff spot. I believe Raider Nation need Pittsburgh to lose, so I'm going with Seattle. Then you have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't see the Chiefs winning two tough games, especially on the road. They've lost 3 home games in a row this season, and I don't see them losing 4. So I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Swifties. Sorry, Tay. I know last week was kind of horrible, but it's okay. Then you have the LA Chargers versus the Denver Broncos in an AFC West matchup. I need the Broncos to lose, but I don't know if the Chargers can pull that one off. So, for winning wise, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos on that one, even though we need the Raiders need them to lose. Then on Sunday night, the last Sunday night football game of the year, the last time you can hear Carrie Underwood sing that intro song. I love that part. Oh yeah, the Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings. Both teams are 7-8 and fighting for that wild card spot. I'm gonna have to go with the Green Bay Packers on that one. Yep, going with the Green Bay Packers on that one. So those are all the teams that I picked this week. I know we're doing things backwards, so those are all the picks for week 17. Let's go back and look at week 16 picks. Excuse me, the record. So let's see. We had a 4-way tied for first place. You had Mr. Wheelz, Gilbert Lozano, Alfredo, and Ruben. We all finished with a record of 10-6 in week 16, and Sergio finished 8-8. Wow, that's good. So we still have about 2 weeks left in the NFL season. Then I will add up everyone's record, and they will be displayed. And the winner of the 3 people competing will get a little. There'll be something for them. It's gonna be awesome. A little bit of we wanted to do it backwards because we wanted to end it on a good note. Some people might like, this doesn't sound good, but it is good. Hey, can you pay attention? Hey, excuse me. Hey, Molly. She's sleeping. She's not even paying attention. Hey, you want to tell them the big news about what's going to happen? So this is our last episode of this season. You're like, what? A season? Yeah, this season. So 48 episodes of season 1. We're going to take a few weeks break. And when we come back, will be season 2, new and improved background, studio, everything. Like everything's gonna be better, and I'm so excited for it. So please make sure you stick with us. We're gonna be taking a few weeks off, but come back. It's gonna be awesome. You know, this is the time you guys can give me suggestions on what you want me to talk about in the next season. You know, we are about sports, wrestling, entertainment, and movies, TVs, anything. But anything you want me to talk about, even girl stuff, I will try my best to do. Even animal stuff, right? She's checked out. Even animal stuff, we will do our best to get to. But give me ideas. I want them. Before we close the last episode of the season, we said we might have some big news for LONE.FRACTAL, my producer, and we do. It became official. We didn't want to make it known until it was official, and it is official. On January 13th, I believe it is, LONE.FRACTAL, Lone Dot, the producer of this show, will be performing live for the first time ever in LA. Here's a little flyer right here for you. If you want more information, I will have the link below in the descriptions so you guys can get your tickets. I'm going to do my best to be there. I really am. You know, there's rumors that I may be in the back with him. So, you know, it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Can't wait to see LONE.FRACTAL perform live. You know, if you're not able to make it, do your best to make it. But if you're not able to, maybe on season 2 in the intro, maybe we have some footage of what happened that day. But do your best to get out there. If we can get everybody to get there and go crazy for LONE.FRACTAL while he's performing, we're going to give that boy confidence and get him, you know, rising off of his feet, off of his 10 toes down, you know. If you know his songs, you know what that means. But yes, go check. We're so excited. I'm excited for Lone Dot, Emilio, Crema, LONE.FRACTAL. I'm so excited for him. This is something that it's big, and he's been warming up, been practicing because he wants to give y'all a great show. So until then, like the great Kenny Omega, who is battling some hard disease right now, and we hope for you to get better, Kenny Omega. So we miss you in the wrestling world. We really do, Kenny. Get back like the great Kenny and get well soon. Omega says, mwah, I bid you adieu. Dang, I did that backwards, but it's okay, because you know what? I bid you adieu. Mwah, and a good night. Bang. We'll see you next season. Bye.
Hi pretty lady, what's your name? Can we make plenty of babies with your face? Let's have a few dinners and go back to my place. Airplane mode activated if that's the case. I'm harder than people could have ever anticipated. You know I got her feeling for water whenever we getting faded. Hard to bring us both down, cause we elevated. What goes around comes around and you can't evade it. That's why we hanging from a cloud like a saying, away from the crowd.